Okay, so we're just gonna hit record and go. This is something new for me. I haven't done a video blog yet, so I'm giving it a shot. We're gonna see how it goes. In case you have no clue, I've been an artist for more than 3 decades, mainly in the apparel industry. And recently I was able to start investing my time and my energy and my creativity into something new. I ran across virtual reality artwork, and that's something new I'm pursuing now, so I just figured I would document it a little bit here. And any of you folks that want to follow along and see how it goes, go for it. Alright, well, I put together video of one of the recent artworks I've done. I was invited out to Safari Club International does a annual show. Sportsman's Paradise is what they call it. And they have a lot of wildlife artists and nature artists and that sort of thing. And they invited me out because I do a lot of wildlife art, especially in the VR art that I'm creating. So this is an example of one of the finished pieces that I created for that show. You know, I'm real big on sunsets and everything, so I try to build a lot of drama into what I'm doing. But I don't get overly worried about perfect details, especially when I'm just trying to create the impression of this environment around whatever my focus is. On this one, the focus, you'll see it in a minute, the focus is a pair of wood ducks, a male and a female, leaving some marshland or a pond or whatever you want to call that, swampy area. But it's gave me a chance to work with some more muted down, a little closer to natural colors and things I don't always lean towards. I like brighter colors and bolder lines and that sort of thing. So this was a little bit of a departure, but I enjoyed it, especially being able to create the details on the ducks themselves. When I do these films, this is all a handheld camera that is included in Tilt Brush, which is what I use. This is Google Tilt Brush. It's not an expensive program. It's one of the more common ones for creating art in virtual reality. But I've learned how to kind of utilize it a good bit, and there's other artists that I follow as well that have found their own path, their own style, and I think that's one of the things that's so beautiful about a new medium like this. It's very easy for an artist to discover their own voice in what they're doing. But this kind of art, I believe an artist creates what they know the best. And I grew up in a culture of hunting and fishing and outdoors and appreciating nature and the beauty of wildlife, and so I try to play off of that in a lot of what I do. I have done some different projects from time to time and tried some different things, and I still am. But I'm always going to go back to some of the things that I consider are my roots, and that's the things that I know, things from growing up in the South, growing up in Mississippi. So these things, I just lean more towards this type of art. Most of the artists that are exploring virtual reality artwork are exploring much more contemporary or modern looks. And I have no problem with that. There's space for all kinds of art in this world. This is just the subject matter and the style that I choose to go after. I love the brighter colors, especially when I do a sunset or create that feeling of a sunset. I love how I can get dimension in the sky as you move through it, like this piece here. And you know, it helps you kind of sense the feeling I was trying to portray here. I imagine I could have made it a little more foggy or something, and you know, always in hindsight, an artist has different things that they would want to change. But this piece, I particularly was happy with it, and I'm also one of those artists, I could probably work on something from now on and never feel like I'm finished with it. But you know, some of these things like this project here, you know, I only had a limited time. I was trying to do complete one a day, and so, you know, I was happy with where I got this one too. Now, I did each one of the 4 designs that I'll be talking about. I did pre-build, like on this one, I pre-built the ducks, and then I brought the ducks to the event, and then I built the environment and everything that was around it afterwards. But that's kind of a, you know, just an overview of what I'm thinking, and you know, all this is so new. This is a journey. I'm exploring new territory for me. So I just figured you guys might like to follow along. But anyway, have a good one. God bless America. Keep on rocking.